guys, today we are going to discuss scope and name resolution in Python, especially when it comes to functions. So sometimes you may get confused because you may have the same name um, that is all over the place, whether in the function or outside of a function, and you may be confused about the values where you try to kind of debug what exactly is in that variable or that name. So I'm going to clarify this in this session. So let's create a small function. I will call it function testing, and say I'm gonna define something like a number. I want that number to be 1, okay? And I'm going to print that number, and I'm gonna put function testing, um, and then I'm gonna pass that number inside the print function. Um, so this is my first assignment variable, num, which stands for number, and then I'm gonna have another num which this time equals 0. Okay, so what do I want to get? I want to be able to print both. Okay, so I'm gonna have function testing. I'm gonna have that, and I want also to be able to print. So function testing will be printing whatever number is inside the function, and then I want to also print um, the global function. And I'm going to explain you what this is, or the global number. Okay. All right. So what do I have here? I have um, pretty much the same variable called num, okay? And the first one is inside the function, as you can see. So since this variable is inside the function, that variable can be uh, is a local variable. So this is called, I would say, a local scope, okay? And the second num that I put here is a global scope. Global scope because it is outside a function, and because it's outside a function, um, that's why it's called global. So any number that is passed within a function, what Python does is Python consider only that value. We only consider number 1 um, for whatever manipulation you do inside that same function. Okay, it's not going to be 0 because this is local to the environment of the function that has been defined. Now, anything that falls outside, whether it's the same name or not, it really doesn't matter. It's called a global variable, and these global variables, no matter what you do or no matter how you're trying to print these numbers, they will always come as the values, if they're outside of a function. Okay, so I wanted to point that out and making the distinction between those two numbers. Now, how do we find out, or how do we see what's gonna come out when we launch Python? So let's do this um, Python 3, and then I'm gonna put the name of the function, the name of the file, functions.py, right? All right, so what you see here, you will see that you have function testing 1 and the global variable as 0. So as I was explaining before, you have 1 because this is pretty much the function that you call, okay, and it shows you the number for the number that is attached to the num variable, and the global variable is what I print here, which is num is 0. Well, I hope this makes sense to you. I'm gonna have another video that talk about, oh, what if you have more than two what if you have many a bigger function with you know with the same variable name. Okay, how do you handle that? So you can have a pretty messy a pretty messy scenario like that. So hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like it for more content.